What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're doing well today. Got a review for you. Let's jump into it. All right, today we are going to be checking out a new model from Kansept. This is the Kansept Prometheus. I did have the tenable Prometheus on the channel recently, and it is the entry-level version of this particular knife. So we're going to be checking out now Kansept's more premium version, and it's a very interesting offering for sure. So you're looking at S35 yen for a premium blade steel offering. You have shredded carbon fiber with titanium hardware on the show side, and it is a frame lock. So on the frame lock side, you have a black washed finish with anodized titanium and a titanium pocket clip with titanium standoffs. So a lot of premium here on this particular knife. Now, this knife in particular also offers race washers, which means the washers themselves are raced and then the bearings kind of sit in them, and the idea behind that is you are to be able to tighten down a little bit more securely on their race washers, and then the bearings are reserved solely for the movement of the actual blade itself. You got just a flipper deployment only here with a little bit of jimping on it, and you do have really good clearance for that titanium pocket clip. So the deployment on this, I would say, is pretty good. It was definitely better than the tenable version that I got. I did end up needing to disassemble and tune that one in particular, and once I tuned it, it was very satisfying. Not something that I think is going to be easily failed either. During the cutting, I will say that this did come through the pass around. It is a review sample, so I did go ahead and strop and hone to make sure that I had at least a fresh-ish edge when I tested it on the catalog paper. And just like my experience with the budget version of this one, it moved through the cardboard very nicely. Comfortable grip. I'm able to get 3.5 fingers on this one securely. It is a little bit smaller for me, especially with the upsweep on the back. Once finished with the cardboard, I moved to the tabletop, got into the pinch grip, still using the cardboard, but wanted to check to see how it went through the draw cuts, and really good there. Really good job on the S35 yen. It was very easy to strap and hone it back up so that it gets ready to be passed along to the next person in line to review this one. You know, they do a good job with the S35 yen. I would say this has more of like a medium geometry. While it still cuts and slices very well, it is a shallow flat. It gets a little thick fast. Not awful. I don't want it to sound like this isn't going to be good, but honestly, for an everyday carry knife, it's going to be a great utility blade shape. It's got a very slick finish, so it should move through the materials well. And, you know, it's got a fairly good factory edge angle on it, so it's going to bite. The plunge grind finishes pretty much back here, just the way that this is designed. It's a little bit further back, but you're going to get plenty of sharpening life out of that. You got nice access to the lock bar. The lock bar lockup is looking at about 30%, maybe 35%. And then with this, like the budget, once you disengage the lock, the flipper tab falls to the back of the thumbnail, and then it's just a matter of giving it a few shakes home. I really do like this one. Let's go ahead and jump into some size comparisons, and then we'll go ahead and score this one as well. Wanted to do a couple of budget knives for comparison on this one. I have the mini grouper, which I think this Prometheus is more comparable to, like the small end of medium, and then I have the full-sized Tacticorix, which I think obviously demonstrates that this is more of a small medium sized EDC. Let's do a couple more. Budget knives on the table here. We have the Nova, which is just actually a little bit bigger. I thought this would be closer, if I'm honest with you, but it's a little bit bigger lengthwise. And then we have the QSP Ripley, which is definitely more full size. Let's go ahead and close up and check the profile, and then we'll weigh the knife. All right, as you can see, the Prometheus actually is more comparable in height as far as depth and pocket to the mini grouper, and then it has the least presence out of the actually the Nova has the least amount of presence. I apologize. The Prometheus, the second least amount of presence, but it's still very small, so it's not going to occupy a lot of space in pocket. Let me grab the scale and we'll check that weight. All right, the scale's out and on, guys. Let's check it out. We got carbon fiber shell with a titanium frame lock. So coming in under 3 ounces, and I think that's one of the most impressive things about this one, being that it is a titanium frame lock with a carbon fiber show side, really reducing that weight. All right, let's go ahead and jump into my score on this particular one. This one to me is kind of, a very safe design with good features, excellent build quality, good blade steel. I think for the money you're paying less than $150 for this. So S35VN shred carbon fiber with all titanium, it's going to perform very well. You're going to be very satisfied with the performance of it. It is limited to the one means of deployment, but again, for just a basic EDC, if you want to dip your toes into the world of premium without breaking the bank, again, under $150 for this, I think is a very good price point. And I think what you're getting here is very impressive. So having said that, I am ranking this one at a 7.6. Very solid score for the materials, the build quality, and what you're getting. Again, one means of deployment, good sharpening choil. Some folks are not going to like the fact that you're getting 2 different materials on this particular knife, but for me, I think it does keep it interesting, especially since they did a black wash. I think that does at least complement to a degree that you have the shred carbon fiber on here. All titanium hardware that's been anodized to match beautifully. I really think there's a lot of nice touches here. I'm not a huge fan of the race washers. I don't think that they offer as big of a benefit as it sounds like they do. I prefer just regular washers, especially because that gives me the option of going to the aftermarket to get some skiff bearings if I so choose to do so. And I think S35 at the price point is an excellent steal. I don't think you can go wrong with it. So that's kind of where I'm at. Good ergos, 4.5 finger grip, race washers, good access to the lock bar, solid lockup, good factory edge. S35VN at this price point I think is an excellent choice. And then again, lots of premium materials and very good weight for the money. Let me know what you guys thought about the Prometheus in the comments below, and if this one didn't interest you, just say hello or let me know what you're carrying in your pockets. I love hearing from you guys, and it does help the algorithm. On your way out, hit that like if you enjoyed, and if you aren't subscribed, consider subscribing and make sure your notification bell is turned on so you don't miss future videos. Links are in the description. When you use those, it does help the channel, but that's totally up to you all. A special thank you to my channel members. You guys giving that support that you do really means a lot, and I appreciate it. I love you all. I hope you have a fantastic week, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.